What's up, guys? ALP27HD here, and we have got interview with ALP. Hope you're all enjoying your Saturday. And today we are joined by the beast that is Welsh Dragon, aka Dan. How you doing, man?
I am doing mighty fine, thank you. Thank you for that brilliant intro. The beast he is.
It is, yeah, beastie.
Yes,
I,
thank you.
I like your stuff anyway.
Oh, that's right then.
By the
You got
way,
one
I'm doing
person.
the weird pointy thing, but all of the links, Twitter, descriptions, channels, all that malarkey for Dan's down where I'm pointing.
I do it all the time on Battle.net.
Down
Like
there, down
no
there.
one can see me.
I'm
No
gonna
one can
do a
see me
vlog, and I'm
pointing.
just gonna be stood there. Apparently, everyone wants me to do a vlog at 20k. I'm just gonna be stood there like some sort of vicar, just not moving at all, just going, just like terrified eyes, like a rabbit in the headlight, as I slowly shake myself through the vlog.
It's quite surprising what we actually do off camera, just on mic. Like we are pointing
And
everywhere.
flappy hands, it's crazy. Fucking hands everywhere. Honestly,
I,
it's
I was just doing a commentary and people like there was this one tackle and my player got clotheslined and I was doing the action as I was raging at the moment. I was like, I even went, right, you can't see me right now, but I'm doing the action. You just can't swing your arm at someone's face. Like I'm doing it, and then if someone walked in, they'll think I'm cuckoo.
yeah. They think
Just
you.
swinging my arm.
I hate doing commentaries when people are around if they're walking. I'm just like, it makes sense. Honestly, don't knock it till you've tried it. It does make sense in my head.
Mm,
We've got four sections of lovely questions. You've probably heard the ones previous, but we'll start off with some channel
yes.
questions if you fancy them.
Yeah,
What
yeah, sure.
made you decide to start YouTube?
Um, this is quite a strange question, but the reason I found YouTube by a good friend of mine. I never heard of it in like 2006 and stuff. Someone told me about it, a good friend of mine, so close friend with him now. But then when I was on PS3, 360 no scoping across map and stuff.
Yeah,
A good friend of mine now, he doesn't make videos anymore, but his channel is called Chris Webb 95, and he got into it, and then he was like, "Oh, you should give it a go. It's pretty cool. Try montage making." So I was like, "All right, then." My first ever montage was the funniest thing ever. But in 2008, yeah, I've been on
back
here
in
that
the
long.
day.
Back in the day, in my opinion, the best days because it was no one on YouTube.
Was there commentators? Was there at the time?
Commentators wise, I really don't know, but
Nepo said
like,
that there's a very few early on.
yeah, the only people I really knew of was like commentators now, like Wee Peeler, Herb Seth, but they were all the likes of montage makers.
Yeah,
Like back then, montages were this thing which was like, oh my god, it doesn't matter how much effort you put into it. You put some music in it, put some sweaty goals as they called now, and it's like the best thing ever. But
it's
yeah,
like
I got into that.
yeah.
Yeah, I got into YouTube then back in 2008, and that's I've never really looked back. Um,
Who inspired you, or even now, who inspires you, or who inspired you to get started?
big the big man Wheat Beeler, I say. I've always followed him. Like I remember when his account got closed years ago. Some people won't even know about this. Like his Wheat Beeler account actually got closed. He went to a different account. So I've just followed him throughout. I was looking up like a tutorial or something on out there, like gaming setup or something, and he happened to pop up and I had a look. I've
Yeah.
subscribed and I've he's the main man, I would say. There's other people like my balls and magic and stuff who've like influenced me to start manager mode and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
he's my main guy, I would say.
Well, I first weeps basically I hadn't watched that much of him, and then they did this whole going to for FIFA 13. The EA invited obviously KSI and Nepenthes, all of
Yeah.
those, and Wee Peeler, and I started watching his vlogs of like going down to breakfast at EA and all that sort of stuff. And fucking guy's an absolute legend. And then I started going back through his back catalogue and having a look at stuff and that, and really cool guy. Definitely like
Yeah,
his stuff.
yeah, definitely. Like he was um like when he made montages, like that's how I started my montage as well on
Yeah.
COD slash FIFA. But yeah, yeah, he's a good guy, man. And that's who I just follow him, man. I've followed him ever since, like. And then when I start talking to him as a normal person,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, proper fangirl moment, like. And it's
Girly
like,
scream.
yeah, it's like, oh my god, Wee Peeler. Ah, when he come on the podcast as well, I was like, oh my god,
Must have
I
been
followed
epic.
you for years, but I can't really go like that to him. Oh my god, Wee Peeler, I love your videos. I followed you for years. I can't really be
He'd be
like
like,
that
he'd
with
be like, what
him.
kind of podcast is this? Sounds like there's only me. Who do you like to watch on YouTube? Do you have any favorite commentators you like to watch?
FIFA wise, I don't really watch much FIFA videos, but the main FIFA guys I'll be watching is say like KSI. Recently, well, I say recently, about a month or so, I found KGT legit.
Reckon
HC, I found
they
them. Oh, they're the best like FIFA guys ever, I think.
so funny.
It's just like it's British comedy like at its best. It's simple. It's not much going on. It's they just playing a game and I could just laugh
It's honestly, I
all
couldn't get
day
through
at
the
them.
interview, mate. I'm sure I cut a load out where I just was crying for about 5 minutes with laughter. They
Yeah, I
are,
remember watching it. It was
oh,
brilliant.
they're just top guys, definitely. I'm loving those
Yeah.
guys at the moment. What do you have a favorite series on YouTube? Is there a series by? It doesn't have to be FIFA, or it can be FIFA.
I'm actually a big CTFXC fan. I don't know if many people know who they are, but if you look them up, they do daily vlogs. I don't know if that can count as a series,
Yeah, yeah.
but I watch them literally day in, day out.
I'm
And
getting
like
into vlogs at the moment.
they're addictive.
I'm
They are
starting to
really
like
good.
the vlogs. I've been watching Jake's, from KGT. He's been
Yeah,
doing
yes.
daily uploads because he's like Greg does all the editing and he's been in hospital. Big, by the way, big best wishes to Greg who's been in hospital.
Oh yes,
Get well
definitely, yes.
soon, dude. But yeah, so he's the one that you watch basically then for your favorite series, that sort of thing, the vlogs and that.
Oh yeah, like I'm always into stuff like that. Like I love because like I've always made skits and stuff. Well, I say I've made skits. I've done courses on like video production
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So I'm always watching stuff like that on YouTube. Like every so often you may see me like a random video of like some epic production that someone's done,
Yeah.
like the likes of Freddie W and stuff and whatnot. Like all their videos I'm really into. It's just that's like my background really, I would say.
It's
Of
that when you've got a bit of knowledge as well, it does make things a lot more interesting.
No. Let me tell you why. Because what is you learn stuff that audience don't know, and it kind of ruins movies.
See behind the curtain.
Yeah, what it's stuff like for people if you don't know continuity, right? What is continuity? If it gotta be the same in every shot. So like if your hand was touching your head in one shot, if you did a different angle, it gotta be the same.
Yeah.
And you notice stuff like that constantly, and you're like, "Oh my God, his hand's on the cut now. It was on his head last time." But normally you wouldn't notice it. You're like this geek, which is like, "Oh God, it's annoying slash brilliant at the same time."
It's nice to
But
see the little differences, but at the same time, it's like I just want to watch the video and enjoy it.
yeah, I can't go through a movie now when I go to the cinema without noticing something that happened, which is like, "Oh my God, that wasn't meant to be like that."
Really watching out for it as well.
Yeah, it's the moment you notice it, you're out on the luck, I guess.
It just takes you out of the film, I'd imagine.
Yeah, it's good to have that background, but it's slightly annoying when you're like, oh, I can notice everything now. I notice all your mistakes.
And there's plenty of that's it. There's some people I make massive mistakes and I seem to get away with them, or I do some clever editing to. I'm like, shit, I've cocked that up right. How do I get around that? If I cut that and I tweak that and I do that transition there, I could
Yeah,
just get away with it. But it's hard work, man. People
it
think
is.
video making's easy.
It's not. It's like
Takes that.
people like someone commented on a video saying like I can't remember they mentioned something and it was something which happened like on the day it went up
Yeah,
and people must think right. I don't know what people think. This is what I'm reading from one comment, but people must think that we literally record, edit, same day, upload, all within 20 minutes or so. It's like it takes 20 minutes to record one game.
yeah, yeah.
But
People
yeah,
just think, yeah, I've had that where they've gone. Such and such has just been released. That inform yet? You said on there that you hoped they would be released. I'm like, yeah, I recorded it 3 days ago,
I know.
not today, and I've released it on a Thursday. I know the informs come out now. You'd have to tell me.
Yeah, you feel like you just sound like a proper derp after it if it's something like that happens.
Channel targets, goals. Do you have any targets, or are you just making videos and are you
Um,
a sub watcher?
by the new year, I said this was recent. I said by the new year I would like to hit like 13K because like well before I went to uni I said I want to get a 10K because if I tell people in uni I got 10K subs it'd be a nice count,
Yeah,
right? That's just what I had in my head because if you having 9K and 10K, it's not much difference, but it sounds dramatically different in my opinion. I don't know
Them
what
double
everyone else.
digits psychologically make a difference.
Yes, and then like before then, I reached 11K like a month before my target. But the only target I got at the moment is 13K by Christmas. So not Christmas, by New Year, which is a little target, but if it gets it, it gets it. If it does it, it doesn't really bother me. So to be honest, I grow when I grow. Just like we just see what time to tell. So basically, I make videos, try and improve every day is my main target, I would say.
Nah, sounds like a plan, mate. It's what I do. I watch my old stuff back and go, holy fuck, why did people sub?
I had a really high voice when like, and I didn't notice in real life I had a average voice, but I listen back and I'm like, oh my god, did I really sound like that? Why did I even upload that? And it's not that much years apart either. I'm like, did my balls drop that late? I was like, really? But it's like I used to use a camera to record my voice
Yeah,
back in the day. I didn't have a proper mic. I used to just record my voice. You can go watch now, and I was like, oh my god, do I really sound like that? I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to sound like that.
I kind of don't. I try not to listen back. I'll kind of proof it. I'll put it up there and watch it and go, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Right. I'll kind of go through the video in chunks, like 2 minute chunks, going, yeah, that audio is fine there. That audio is fine there. That audio is fine there.
Yeah,
But I don't like watching the whole thing back. I just cringe.
yeah. I usually, if I gotta listen it back, if I say try something new or
Yeah.
something, I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to this back. I'll just leave it on in the background, and as it I have it as just like a second noise, and then if I hear something, I'll be like, oh god, what's that?
Tweak
But
that, cut that.
yeah, but over time you get used to your voice, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not as scary as when you first start.
yeah, when you first do commentaries, guys, I want to mention you will cringe at your voice. Don't even listen to your voice, if I'm honest.
And you'll
Just upload the
sit beside
video.
watch.
Yeah.
I remember I sent my video to Kill Hollywood and was like, have a listen to this. This is when I was on like
Have you heard about this? Yeah,
subs.
go
And he
on.
just basically goes, yeah, make it sound like you've not got people upstairs sleeping. And I was like, really good commentary. What the? And really took it to heart and was really fucked off with him. I was like, you fucking twat. You don't know what you're talking about. It was a really good commentary. And then I listened back to it now, like 3 months later, thinking, God, you sounded like a miserable twat back then.
Yeah, like you gotta realize you gotta take disappointment these days, haven't you? Like, don't like take disappointment, then improve,
Yeah,
and then you'd be like, oh
thick.
my god, that's way better. I understand now. It's like you said just now, like you listen back now and you're like, I completely agree with Kill Hollywood now.
Yeah.
You got to, you. It takes time to realize, but you will realize after.
Real life and FIFA. Who do you support in real life? What team?
Well, to everyone else, I support whatever shirt I wear on the day, but I am a Blackburn fan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in this time of day, it's not a good time for Blackburn, but yeah, I support them in real life.
Can't change your badges, mate.
No, you can't. Well, my dad did. He used to be a Liverpool fan back in 1990,
Yeah.
and then he changed. I was like, oh my god, that's all right then.
You don't change. Nobody changes.
Nobody changes. How dare you? He breaks the law.
Yeah, he breaks the unwritten football law.
Yes.
Changing your team.
So yeah, he changed to Blackburn. I was like, oh, that was a good choice in the 90s, but not so much now.
Yeah, the SAS aren't there anymore.
Yes.
It's been a while since Shearer and Sheringham. Was it Shearer and Sheringham? Was it
Sutton.
Sutton? Shearer and Sutton, wasn't it?
Yes.
Sheringham, fucking hell.
But to be honest, I was free, something like that, when we won the Premier League. So I can't, I can say, yeah, I saw a Premier League team when we won it when I was alive, but I was free. And I can't really remember. I can't remember when we got relegated the first time, back in 2001, I think it was.
Yeah,
So it's quite a traumatic time at the moment as a Blackburn fan, in my opinion.
you'll bounce back, I'm sure,
Hopefully.
eventually. Who's your favourite in real life player?
Sergio Aguero at the moment.
Aguero.
Like for some reason, I don't know. Everything he does, I just think is awesome. Because I don't watch Man City,
Yeah,
City TV. People always wonder, you a City fan? I even bought a City top, which is even worse. But like I watch them all the time. I was like, and then I built like a bit of a loving for Sergio Aguero. I even did a player review on him. Um, so I was like, yeah, he's my favorite player at the moment. I don't know, everything he does, I was like, oh my god, you're awesome.
he's class, isn't he?
Yeah, Just he'd walk like he got a pole up his arsehole
Total
normally.
no homo, but have you seen the fucking legs on that man? Jesus, he
I
kind of
haven't
like
actually seen
stands
his
up and
leg.
he's got fucking legs on him like a cyclist.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's the only thing though, he'd walk weird. I think his legs are too big for his body. Like what you notice this all the time, right? Go watch a video of Sergio Aguero when he isn't playing, and he'd walk like a penguin a little bit. So it looks like he got a pole up his ass. So he's walking trotting along like a penguin. It's quite funny,
Hope
but
no one spots me googling Aguero walk later.
yeah, that'd be the most popular search as this goes live.
Yeah, be like, quick, let's find Aguero walking. Who's your favourite player in FIFA? Doesn't have to
Oh,
be Ultimate Team, can be head to head, whatever.
my favorite player, I'm gonna go at the moment, and this is in my career mode. It's Darren Furman. He plays for Oldham Athletic, and on FIFA, he's just one of the best central midfielders I think I've ever used. It's like he just picks balls out from anywhere. He controls midfield. He's brilliant on the attack. He's pretty on defensive. He's only like 200k on career mode as well. So
You do
and he's
start to
like
love certain players. I'm starting to get into career mode now. I'm tempted to do one. People keep saying to me,
they're really fun.
and I'm
Like
like, "Ugh."
yeah, this year's even better as well. Like they've improved it so much. So like, if I was just playing in general and not even making a series on it, I think I would enjoy it even more
Yeah,
because like
less
when
pressure.
you yeah, there's less pressure and stuff, and like you look at it like, oh my god, that's cool. Someone's planning to leave such a team, and then
Or
with
how
stuff
the
like
hell did
that,
they
you
sign him? Or
yeah, like oh the transfers are unrealistic on their mind. Jesus Christ, they still haven't even sorted that out, but. Um, it's like yeah, it's nice that it's they got like a little storyline to it. So it's like your worthwhile of playing Cremo is actually being marked now, I could
yeah,
say. So like you have got a purpose.
yeah.
Like
There's a goal at the end of the day. You're not just
yeah,
going through season after season after season.
yeah. I remember in FIFA 10, it was like I hope they done something at the end of it, right? Back in FIFA 10, before I recorded Cremo properly, because I started then. I started at the end of FIFA 10, and like when you finish full 15 seasons, it was literally saying congratulations,
And then it finished.
and it finished. And that was literally it. I was like, really?
That would
But
have
hopefully they've
been.
done something now. I don't know if anyone else knows, but you
Is
go
it
into a
been
player,
reached
can't you?
there yet? Is it only 15 seasons this time? Is it?
I would think so.
Forever.
All right. It used to be 18, and then they took it down to 15.
Does
So
Rooney retire and things like that? It must be really bizarre.
yeah, you get so far, and there's no players
But
that
you
you
know,
know. On the market, except for Zanetti. He goes till he's like 60 for some reason, all the time.
it's like in real life.
Yeah.
What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Favorite team in FIFA? Have you got a favorite team that you have used?
Uh, I don't know because I've only ever used Oldham and I've played head-to-head seasons once, and that was in a live
You're a bit
stream.
like me. I haven't played head-to-head seasons once at all.
Yeah, I just started like last year when they played it. Like I started it at March,
Yeah.
something like that. I think that's a good thing because FIFA usually dies off then anyway, doesn't it?
Well,
So
that's
it's
isn't
like
it?
refresh yourself. But if I had to go with one side, um, oh, this is tough. This is really tough. So many teams off the top of my head. I'm gonna go for Colorado Rapids just because they got a win and
MLS. Man.
captains. MLS. I've been watching them lately in real life, and it's freaking amazing.
Good stuff. What have we got? What have we got? Favorite sport after footy? I might know this or I might not. Is it?
Formula One.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
It is. I love that sport. I haven't gone to a race yet though, so I watch it on TV all the time. I just love it. It's I don't know why. Oh, I actually prefer it a tad over football. Like I can sit through how long race weekends? I don't know, 4 hours
Yeah, from
of a
start to
full
finish.
from
Well,
start to finish, from the pre-show to the post-show to like during the show. Like I can watch that, but then sometimes in football games, I can last 30
it
minutes,
all
60.
depends on the match. I found this
Does
recently. I've found some Sunday games where it's some of the crappier teams, or even some of the bigger teams, and I've thought, after 20 minutes I'm bored. Whereas I watched some games. I think was it Sunderland Norwich last week. I think it was a game like that, and it was just
yeah.
a barnstorming game. And it was you look at it and suddenly 40 minutes is gone, and you're thinking, fucking hell, it's nearly half time.
Yeah, it was like Wimbledon versus MK Dons. That was a brilliant game, right? It was live on ITV. I can't remember when that was actually.
Seeing that.
It was a friggin' brilliant game, and that's one game where I've watched from start to finish. Well, it's kind of forced. I went down my nan's for dinner, but um, I thought, wow, this brilliant game. But then I watched some games, like it could be a big team. Like I watched Man City before,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh god, I'm bored now. I'm only halfway. I know you're halfway through the game, and I was like, oh, I'll go upstairs now. And then like with Formula One, I can just watch it again and again. Like, yeah.
Sometimes I prefer on a Saturday to stick the likes of, Sky Sports Centre on or something like that, or, the
Oh, that's
BBC
yeah.
score. It's quite interesting watching all the goals get banged in and, jump into different grounds and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes I think that's better than watching a full match all the way through.
Yeah,
So,
definitely because like, well, especially as a Blackburn fan, like they never on telly. So watching them on Saturday football Saturday sort of like is it what I can't remember what it's called now actually.
final score, is it?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it's good. I like watching that because I like find out other scores because I kind of have favorite teams.
Yeah.
Like you want a team to win, even though you don't support them. You're like, I want them to win
Pick
today.
matchups, don't you? You're like, I want him to win out of that one, and him to win out of that one, and him to win out of
Yeah,
that one, even though you don't have any vested interest at all.
and you won't care after either.
No.
Like the game finishes, it's like, oh yes, they won, awesome.
And then you move on with your life.
Yes.
Personal questions.
Oh
Nothing
God.
too scary, don't worry. We've got the quick
Oh,
fire coming up.
oof.
What hobbies or interests do you have outside of YouTube?
I'm a student, if that counts as a hobby. I
Part
play
time.
football. What was that? Sorry.
I said it's part time, isn't
It's part time. Yeah, I'm only in 3 days a week, man. Um, I recently
it?
started football back up. Like when I was like 16 or so, I like quit. Well, I didn't quit. My team folded. So I had like a 4 year break, and I was like, I'm gonna start back into football. And it was like the worst idea ever. I'm injury prone to shit. Seriously, I've had a sprained ankle for 2 months now. I've hurt my thumb Tuesday, and I got shin splints. But
Like you're doing well.
ah.
Apart from that, you're doing well.
Yeah, it's too good. I really enjoy football. I just like I go that like once a week. Like I go training on a Tuesday, and I have a match on a Saturday. But other than like bothering with mates and stuff like that, it's like football week in week out. That's me.
Good man. What other games do you play apart from FIFA?
Call of Duty, big Call of Duty fan.
Yes.
Just that I got on a Call of Duty. Well, I say pretty late. I think I got when it bloomed a little bit in COD 4.
Yeah, I was the same.
Mm.
I had Call of
And
Duty 3, but I basically started playing at COD 4 where I was playing like 4 hours a night every night.
yeah, the only reason I got COD 3 because I got the PS3
Yeah,
the day it came out, and you got a free copy with it. I think no, I got Ridge Racer with it. Remember that? Bloody
yeah.
hell, that was a game.
I love
I
Ridge
got
Racer.
Ridge Racer
Ridge
with it, and I was
Racer.
like, I want COD. And I was like, all right then. My dad went and got me COD. And I was like
Legend.
I was playing COD 3 online, and it was like 3v3 every game.
It was good. I enjoyed COD 3 online. The graphics
it,
were crap, but it was good. It was good fun.
yeah, it was good back then when I didn't know anything about the game, but now because I set myself a little standard. Because like on Modern Warfare 3, I was walking like a 2.7 KD and stuff like that, and it's like I gotta keep my standard up, and then I get frustrated, and then I just want to throw my controller, which I've actually done. I've broken a few controllers.
FIFA's made me rage.
I hate FIFA Rage. I try to control it, but you can't.
There's
I've
bite
actually
marks
got
in my controller. I put the controller in my mouth when they score and I bite it, and there's teeth marks on the fucking controller.
I've actually bitten off half of my controller, which sounds weird, but have you ever held like an Xbox controller?
Yeah.
Because I know you're a PS3 guy. There's a bit in the middle where your headset goes and it's like a separate
Yeah, where the
plastic
rumble
bit.
pack is.
Yeah, I've actually bit that off. Just, I don't know, for some reason, I say this, it sounds the most stupid thing ever, but I either have itchy teeth, which makes me chew stuff. So what I'll do, I'll chew it, and I kept chewing it, and I actually snapped it off. I did the one side, and then I went to the other side, so I just kept biting it.
It's the job.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's a weird thing, but I like biting controllers for a hobby.
Tasty.
Tasty. You hungry? Nah, I've ate my controller.
Yeah, having a
But
bit of 360 controller, I'll do for two.
yeah, I've actually got a few dents in my desk. Speaking of rage, like, and like, plus I got like this IKEA one, like the cheapest one you could ever find.
Yeah.
I've actually, yeah, threw my pad at it a few times. My pad has survived, but
I,
yeah,
I,
it's a
I
big hole.
bashed one against the couch, thinking it was a soft bit of the couch, and there's a wooden frame across the bottom, and then just looked at it, and one of the analog sticks was hanging out the side, and the top was all split open in the case, and I was just like, rung my brother, went, bring your DualShock round, I need a pad.
I wonder if companies ever think, right, let's design a pad which is not vulnerable to walls
You
and
know,
sofas.
and they should package it up with FIFA
Yeah,
after
the
recent
FIFA
events.
controller.
Definitely. What is your favourite film of all time?
Um, Back to the Future.
Oh, I got the Blu-ray box set. It is awesome.
And me. Well, I have to say the whole
The
trilogy.
extras, there's so many extras.
I watched them all.
So did I. I didn't realise at the very start of the first film where it's panning through all the clocks, there's one of like a clock tower with a man hanging off it.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my god, I've watched this film like 50 times since I saw it on the cinema. Yeah, I'm that old. Um, and genuinely just loved the film from start to finish. It's fantastic.
Yeah, same year. Like I even like when I was in college, I even did a this. You know when first goes back in time and
Yeah.
Mr. Sandman's playing. In that particular segment, I actually refilmed that myself.
Oh, awesome.
As like it wasn't the exact same thing, but I did it as a production in college, and like I just love that film. I just think it's brilliant. Like I think even if you're not, I say our ages, I'm younger than you, way younger, but it's a brilliant film. 80 films are
It's
awesome.
timeless.
Yeah.
I watched it back and it doesn't age. It still holds up. I know some of the special effects are a bit ropey, but the
Mm,
general premise, it's such a good story and so well made. Was it Spielberg? I think it was Spielberg,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah. Oh,
it?
no, he was a
He's a producer, was he? Or something?
he was a producer. Yeah, yeah. I can't remember the guy's name who actually did it, but I stick for that. I think he directed it. Spielberg. When I was in my class before, he's like, Spielberg didn't direct that. I was like, oh, didn't he? He was a producer. Oh, sorry, then I had off, right? But
It told me
is
it
it?
goes down well with film people.
Yeah, especially when you're on a media course. But yeah, it's a brilliant trilogy. Seriously, check it out. I just want hoverboards.
I want hoverboards. I want a hoverboard down a floating train.
That'll be awesome.
When that train comes back at the end of it's just brilliant at the end of the
Yeah,
third.
I feel gutted. I feel gutted every time I watch that
It's
last
finished.
part. It's like, oh, it's finished now.
I know.
What am I meant
We
to
watched the
do?
whole thing in like 2 days. I think we've watched the first two on the Saturday and then the other one on the Sunday. It was just like they're brilliant films.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. That you can actually get it. You have to legally download this. I don't permit you to do this. Do it at your own
Oh,
risk.
we don't endorse it, but
Yeah,
torrent.
you
I
can
saw.
get it like the three movies as one film because they show the ending of one film at the beginning, don't they?
It always is like to be concluded.
Yeah, to be concluded. So it's like you can watch. I don't know how long it is. Say 5 hours of the whole trilogy in one go, which is pretty awesome.
Because it does literally make one seamless film.
It is, yeah, definitely it is. If you got rid of the like to be continued part,
Yeah,
it's one film.
you guys have got to check it out. Most people will, but I spoke to someone the other day who was like, what, 16, 17, and said, oh my god, one of my favourite films of all time, the Alien trilogy with, Alien, Aliens, etc. And he goes, never seen that. I'm like, the
I know what it
fuck?
is, but I've never seen it. Like, I think it's because when I was younger, I was kind of like I still don't like them now. I don't like horror type films or thrillers every so
Ah,
often. So I'm
yeah.
kind of guy. I would just stay away. I'm like, ugh.
I'm a big
So
horror fan.
yeah. Oh, I shit
Anything
myself.
guts, blood, spurting veins, all that sort
Like,
of stuff.
I went and watched. Do you remember there was a film last year called Devil, where they all stuck in an elevator?
Yeah, so
I
that
watched that. I shit myself throughout the whole thing. And it's like, and before that, there was a trailer for Paranormal Activity 2.
they shouldn't show trailers like that.
Oh my god, there was a face popped up on the screen at the very beginning. A big green face. I was like, oh my god. But it's funny when you're with your mates. If you're with your mates in the cinema, it's the funniest thing ever. But when you're on your own, I'm just shit scared. I try not to show it, but especially when I had to drive, they're like, oh come on, take us over. It's
Yeah,
like, all right, then I'll go watch an horror film. I don't want
horror
to.
at the cinema's fantastic because when you're at home, if you watch a really creepy film, I watched a couple the other night. You can, within reason, mute it. You can lower it. You can look away. You can do
I
X, Y.
do it all the time.
In the
If
cinema,
I
you can't mute it. Within reason, you can't look away, and it's brilliant. It's this captured full surround sound, big screen, and everyone else jumps and yelps and twitches and all that at the same time. It's just I love watching horror on the cinema.
when
A lot of
yeah, when I've gone to cinemas and like it's like let's say a 18 film or 50, is it 15 the other one, you usually get the trailers for a few horrors.
yeah.
Every so often, this is how shit scared I can get. I don't know why. For some reason, recently I freaked myself out. I would close my eyes a little bit. Literally, I don't know why. I would just close my eyes a tad if I see something come up like paranormal activity or something. That's the worst because it's like CCTV type stuff,
It
and I'm like, oh,
can be
I
real.
can't watch that.
It's the problem is that with that film you have like half an hour of nothing and then suddenly something really creepy happens and that you just don't quite know what's coming. I remember seeing showing my age again. I remember seeing the original Saw movie on Halloween at midnight, a midnight screaming on,
That's the only one I've watched.
and
That's so.
literally sat with my brother at midnight in the screening of Saw, and obviously nothing had come. There'd been no kind of the torture porn in inverted commas kind of
Mm.
films before, and we were just watching it, going, "Is he going to cut his fucking? He's cutting his leg off. Oh fuck, he's cutting his leg off. Shit, he's cutting his leg off." And it was just like, just this awesome moment of like sat
Mm,
there in the dark cinema at midnight. It was pretty rammed considering because it was Halloween.
yeah.
Just seeing something you've never seen before, thinking, I know some of the Japanese horror and all that sort of stuff, but it was
Oh yeah.
damn extreme at the time. We're just there going, "Holy shit!" You know, and I'm a big film fan.
I
My
love films.
home would be
Yeah.
the cinema, to be honest. Do you have a favorite TV show?
Suits. I'm quite a new person to like watch it, but I can watch it. I've watched series one and two,
I've not
but
seen.
I can watch it again. Watch it seriously.
Yeah.
It's like you can just. I don't know how. It's just about lawyers and this guy who has photographic memory. I think it's
Ah,
called.
I think I've seen a trailer for it. I might have to see it. I might have to watch it.
And the soundtrack's amazing to it as well.
Yeah.
But other than that, The Office.
That moves The Office. Yeah, the original.
Oh yes. No, 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 no. I don't like the original. I can't really get into it. I like the US one.
Yeah.
You see, so yeah, big fan of that. But
Ricky Gervais fucks me off, so I agree with you on that one.
he
He's
appears
very
in
funny,
the
but he knows he's very funny in that. Anyway, I'm
yeah.
alienating you Ricky Gervais fans. Moving on to, it's quite a nice segue. Favorite album or artist of all time?
Justin Bieber. No, I'm only joking. But
You-
oh my
you-
god, I could get so much stick if went through with that. My favorite artist of all
Justin
time.
Bieber One Direction mashup.
Yeah, I love them both, and I love them to do a
I
collaboration.
which one I want to fuck first. So unfortunate.
uh,
People go,
oh my god.
"Hey, is he gay? What's going on? Is he serious?
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. No,
Not gay,
no,
right?
no, no.
Oh, there's
I
anything
love
wrong with it.
vagina.
Happily
Uh,
married.
yeah, I'm married and I love vagina. I hate One Direction. My favorite band or artist of all time, Franz Ferdinand, I would say.
Yeah,
I think they're brilliant. I haven't heard much of them lately, but back when I was proper into indie and stuff like that, I wasn't a golf or anything. Don't worry about that. But I just like the music. I was really yeah. They got to be my favorite band. I would say. I recently downloaded an album for the stream when I just stream every so often.
yeah.
So freaking brilliant. Take Me Out on it is awesome.
That's a
Right, so,
fantastic song. Remember
yeah,
playing that on Guitar Hero. Fucking owning on Guitar
yeah.
Hero. Got me
I
into a lot of bands, Guitar Hero, actually.
Yeah, it did. Like, it's the only thing though. Thing with me, like, if I play guitar and I'm like, oh my god, that's an awesome song, like Beastie Boys
Yeah.
on there. I download the whole album. I'm like, oh, I don't like all the old album.
I
I only
like the
like
one
that song.
song. It's only because
Yeah,
I
I only
played
like
it
the
on the
one
guitar.
song. Yeah.
What
Speaking of guitars, I actually got my guitar out the other day, like with
Mine's
5
still
strings.
upstairs. I've got to, yeah, need to get it out at some point.
Can't play it, but I got it. It's been in my room. It's just been under my bed, gathering dust for what 6 years.
Yeah.
And I got it out. I was like 5 strings, not in tune. Just looked at a few tutorials. I was just playing Stand By Me.
Yeah.
on my electric guitar, like. So yeah.
Now I've played guitar since I was what 15, something like that. And yeah, it's a very good hobby. I enjoy it. I've not had my guitar out for ages. I've got like a Marshall amp and a guitar, but
Mm.
I should get the guitar out at some point.
Oh my god, you should do a video.
I'm not for no. What for 20k subs?
I don't
I've
know.
promised
Imagine
people
that.
a vlog for 20k subs.
What you want to do, right? Little advice, right? I need to get commission off this. I'm enjoying, but if you like start integrating your video, saying, "Oh yeah, I've played guitar," but it's quite difficult for you because you do player reviews and stuff.
Yeah,
But if you integrate it in, saying, "Oh, I play guitar now so often," then people be like, "Oh my god, make a guitar video," and you're like, "Nailed it! 20k video, guitar video coming up."
just slowly get them to think that that's what they want, and then job done.
Yeah.
Bit of psychology going in there.
Yes, definitely.
Dream job. What's your dream job?
um, to be a sound engineer. Um, for people if you don't know what that is, if you've ever gone to a music gig, a comedy gig, anything like that, there's always this. Normally in the middle,
The
there's
booth,
three
isn't it?
cameras. Yeah, it's like a booth. There's three cameras, a lighting guy, and a sound guy. I want to be the sound guy, or on the radio of some sort.
Doing all the
That'll be my
levels, or producer
yeah,
on the radio or something. Sound producer.
yeah, something like that. But I've always changed my mind on jobs. Literally, like from the age of 14 to now, I've wanted about 10, 12 different types of jobs. And like I've picked courses which I kind of wanted to go on to.
At that
Like,
time.
yeah, at that time, yeah, like I want to be an architect at one point. Then I wanted to be a businessman. Then I wanted to be like a carpenter. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be a director. And I'm like, now go into radio now. And I was like, do I really want to do radio now? Do sound engineering now? I just changed my mind constantly. I'm terrible for it. But dream job
It
is what
shows
I'm
you
doing.
got ambition, mate.
Yeah, you got like I hate narrowing myself down every so often, but because like that's the reason why I picked my course I'm doing now because I do videos now and I did it last year. I was like, do I want to do it again? Because I can go straight into a job if I want to with
Yeah,
like the BBC or someone. But I'm like, do I want to do that now? Go to uni and do radio or something,
yeah.
which I'm doing right now. So yeah,
Expanding your possibilities.
yes.
Fancy a bit of quickfire?
Go on, then. I do this on my own show, and it's a
Alright.
rather painful time for everyone else.
Nah, there's nothing too dodgy. I won't ask you the question I asked Barca Boy at the end. Tits or ass?
Ass.
Susan Boyle or Graham Norton?
Oh, I'm just gonna sue him because Dave will go on to me.
What, he'll basically have half an hour telling you that it's a vagina, and however you couch it, it isn't getting fucked up the arse or
Yes,
fucked yourself up the arse.
exactly. So I'm just gonna save myself some time.
God, Susan Boyle, have to wipe the cobwebs off, mate.
Well, if you put a bag on the head, it might not matter, or a bag on your head, it might not matter.
Modern Warfare or Black Ops?
Modern Warfare,
Who would win in a fight, JJ or Nepenthes?
JJ,
Beer, spirits, or wine?
beer.
PS3 or 360?
I don't know. I have a soft spot for PS3.
So you're going for PS3.
Yeah, yeah, I'll go for PS3.
Comedy or horror? I think we know the answer
Com-
to this.
comedy.
James Bond or Jason Bourne?
James Bond.
Mila Kunis or Kelly Brook?
Mila Kunis.
Good choice. Rooney or Van Persie?
Rooney.
DVD or cinema?
Cinema.
Super skinny or super curvy?
Ooh. You know when you say super skinny, do you mean bony?
I mean like fucking Victoria Beckham skinny.
Oh.
As in...
Curvy Alonso Alfie. It's a weird cut thing, but yeah.
When I say super curvy, I don't mean Susan Boyle.
Oh.
I'm not talking about like snapper or get snapped.
Oh God.
This is the slowest quickfire ever.
So the scenario is they get snapped or you get snapped.
I'm not on about like giant people or super. I'm not on about like Ethiopians or Susan Boyle.
Oh, right.
Just like one of those women that is a bit too skinny, or one of those women that has a bit of something to get hold of.
I
This
would go.
question's suddenly become incredibly awkward.
Yeah. I really don't know. I just like person in the middle. If I'm
That's the whole
honest.
point of the question.
Oh my God. Then I'll go curvy.
Let's see, everyone likes bare tits, mate.
Yeah.
James Bond or Jason Bourne?
James Bond.
James Bond. New Bond film is fantastic if you've not seen it.
Oh, favorite Bond film of all time.
Favorite Bond film of all time? Goldeneye.
Really?
I
Oh,
fucking love the dam scene at the start where he jumps off the dam.
yeah.
And the whole clicking of the pen, Boris, when he's flipping the pen round and he's click, 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 click,
Yeah.
and he's trying to keep track of how many clicks it's. I love all that shit. And I
Yeah.
think that Sean Bean is a very good baddie.
Yeah. Like my favorite James Bond character was Pierce Brosnan, is
Hmm.
it? And I always loved his movies, and then Daniel Craig was like, yeah, he's all right, but then the moment this one came out, I was like, oh my God, this is just an amazing
Something
film.
else, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought, oh, that's brilliant.
Should we move on to some Twitter questions?
Yes, let's do this.
Well, FIFA Joe 23 has asked who inspired you to start YouTube. We've already answered that, but thanks for the question, FIFA Joe. We got a question from Lasty. Do you like dragons?
I seen this.
I assume this is
Yeah,
because
go
you're
on.
Welsh.
Dragons are awesome.
Bravo Teen has asked, besides Ultimate Team and Career Mode, what is your favourite part of FIFA 13? I'm assuming he means like skill games, divisions, that sort
To
of
be
thing.
honest, I don't play nothing else.
You're a bit like me, aren't you?
Yeah,
I literally only play Ultimate Team. I turn it on for Ultimate Team. I'm gonna get in Career Mode, obviously, but
I play clubs with subs all the time. So if it's other than that, I'll have to say clubs because when you got all your subs in, you're talking to them and stuff. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like friend type thing situation. If it's with a group of people, yeah, it's brilliant. Clubs is awesome
good bit
with
of
that.
banter as well, usually, isn't there?
Yeah.
When the fucking goalkeeper comes out. Stay in the fucking goal!
Internet.
God's sake!
We normally go on the line because there's like 11 of us. If we're losing or we 1-0 up, we'll all go on the line and just stay there, which is quite funny. And then we get the
Literally,
keeper.
literally park the bus.
Yes.
This is from the one FIFA dude. Wenger to stay or Wenger to go?
Stay, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Really?
Yes, because it's that scenario you don't know where you're going to, it's gone, and that's what I think will happen with Arsenal. You sack him, you get someone else, and you'll be in this dilemma then for so many
Interesting.
years.
I've been
I
listening
reckon.
to listen to Talksport a lot in work and that, and the headphones, and there's a lot of talk, and I think it's just I think he's not as good as he used to be. I think he's past his best, and some of his
I
decision
think
making is
the thing is
questioned.
with Arsenal though as well is that they're a business at the moment.
Yeah.
They're not really a football team. I think back in the late 90s, like they were just buying good players and then making something out of them and then winning. But
Mm,
they haven't done that recently. They just making profit. Like last year, they made like 50 million or something because they sold Fabregas and Nasri.
yeah.
But they still got top four. Can you imagine how well they'll do when Wenger is allowed to start buying money? Because that's the reason I think he hasn't been sacked.
Yeah.
Because the owners have gone, right, don't buy any money. Wait till we turn something good over, and then we'll let you spend, and you'll be back the way you were in late 90s. That's what I think it is at the moment. Keep him.
Keep him. Unorthodox DZN, my main graphics guy. If you want graphics, go check this guy out. Who is the best graphics guy on the planet?
I'll have to say him that because I know he's a graphics guy, and he did something for me. He did my intro, not the one I got now, but yeah, he did me an intro. So I'll say him
He's a sound lad.
just because I'm a good guy.
This is from a guy called Kush, whose Twitter is It's Shite Up North. Good man. And it says, I have chlamydia. What do I do?
Go to the gum clinic.
There you go. Advice from Dr. Dan. Go to
Yes.
the gum clinic.
And that's a real clinic, by the way. I thought I mentioned that. It's for sexual transmitted diseases and stuff.
It's like the place blokes go when women would go to
and it's the most awkward place you could go. Well, I've never been, and I say that.
You're backpedaling there, Dan.
Yeah, no, I've never actually
It's a
been. I
really
just,
awkward place to. I've never been there. They do
I've
give away
actually,
free condoms if you're interested.
yeah. Well, you can go to your
It's really lazy,
family
tight fucking
service.
bastards at uni.
You can go to self-service if you want. Not self-service, family
Family
clinic.
planning.
Yes,
I
you can
can't
get free
believe we've turned
condoms.
into a fucking government vice.
Have you got any sex problems? Come to me and
We
help.
should do an
You
agony
see.
aunt. Do you have questions about your genitals? Come to Dan and Alp. We'll sort you out.
Are your testicles extra large than normal? Come to us.
It's all gone horribly wrong.
Oh God.
Bravo Teen, why do you have such a cool intro?
I'm assuming he's talking about my manager mode one
Probably.
because I get compliments on it all the time. It is literally because this is how long I've been on YouTube. No one knows where that intro's from. It's from an advert from EA Sports for FIFA
Yeah.
from a few years ago, like FIFA 10,
Yeah.
so 2009
You just
maybe.
thought I'll have that.
And I thought I'll have that, and I checked Welsh on USU and manager mode show on there.
It's not plagiarism at
Because
all.
people ask me all the time, "Can you change your intro so you can get so the teams are up to date?" I was like, "No, not really. I didn't make it."
No, I just stole it from EA.
Yeah.
Makes a change for them stealing from us. Fucking
Yes.
bastards.
Exactly.
That one FIFA dude asks, would you sub if he did a Blackburn Road to Recovery? I think he's hankering for subs.
Oh no, because you think we need recovering. No.
Oh,
No, I'm
he's made a
joking. Yeah.
horrible error. A
Yes. How
horrible error.
dare you? How dare
Luke
you?
the Kid 16 asks, Chuck Norris or Morgan Freeman? I'm assuming
Morgan
he's not on
Freeman.
about fucking them, just who do you prefer?
Morgan Freeman, because his voice is amazing.
He is a fantastic actor. He could do voiceovers for like pretty much anything and it would be perfect.
You could like, I would love him just narrate over my life.
Imagine that. Like the Wonder Years, but just like him. Just like, today Dan got up.
I'm
Like,
Morgan
yeah,
Freeman.
Morgan, you
I'm
beast.
walking down the street.
It was just, yeah,
Daniel
just,
gets into his car.
I want Morgan Freeman just commentating on my life.
uh,
This is from Joe Shannon. He asks, what gets on your tits more, EA servers or YouTube sub boxes?
Sub boxes
Yeah,
because I play offline. Servers don't matter.
yeah, sub. They had a spell, didn't they? Where the sub boxes weren't working and they were taking like 40 subs a day off us, and it was just like,
That's the most depressing time ever because like recently, well, like there's this one day my internet went off for like a week, and I couldn't upload. So like when I come back, my views weren't the same as they were like a week ago. So I was like, oh no, this is gonna be a depressing month because my views have to build back up.
yeah,
And it was in that stage, and then as they were building up, sub boxes started failing. I
yeah.
was like, oh my god. And then sub boxes failing. I was like, is this sub boxes failing or doesn't anyone like my content anymore?
It
Is
starts to
one
get you
all
paranoid, doesn't it?
yeah, people may sound, oh my god, you're so stupid. But it's true. You like you work so hard on this video and you're like, oh my god, people hate me now.
I remember Nepenthes brought a video out talking about, this is what you do to resub to people, click this, click that, click the other, because sub boxes are failing. And he got a lot of grief from people saying, they're not failing, you just, don't moan when you don't get views, this, that, and the other. And then he released a video, and you know what kind of views he gets, and
Yeah.
Nepenthes subs and views, and etc., etc. And he released a video, and it didn't view lock after 4 hours. It was just like on like 200 views after 4 hours and like 20 likes. And it was just like, that there is proof that sub boxes are fucked because
Yeah, it
if
makes you
a
wonder.
channel that big gets fucking under 300 views in 3 hours, something is seriously wrong with YouTube.
It makes you wonder because you can't, especially like the stage I was in, because I was recovering from not uploading. It was kind of like, oh my god, people don't like me or Subbots is gone. And then you think then, right, a Subbots is failing because like I have like 12.5k subs, just under.
Yeah,
I think it's 300. And I think I can't be getting 200 views. No, like 400 views off one of my videos. There's gotta be something wrong.
yeah.
And then you think, you're like, please, there's gotta be something wrong. And then
You
the
start
moment you
questioning,
find
don't you?
out, yeah, the moment you find out that the sub boxes are failing, you go, oh my god, thank God.
You actually tweet out, you're like, is the sub boxes being shit for you today? Send, and you get like 10 replies of, yeah, videos doing crap, videos doing shite, not getting any views, and you're like, thank fuck, it's not just me.
Yeah, you do think that, like, oh my God, thank God for that.
Those
Because,
YouTubers are a paranoid bunch.
yeah, that's the death of us. We all become paranoid and insomniacs.
Oh god, don't get me on. I must get that video out tonight. Oh shit, it's 3 in the morning. I'm in work at 7. Balls.
Uh, I made a schedule. I haven't stuck to it. But it's like on like I can't upload on Thursdays, but I can. But like on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, I'm in uni from 9 till 4 on a two no 9 till 3 on a Tuesday. Then I go training, and I don't really get back in, settle down until 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
So it's like and I can't be asked to make a video. But then what is then? It's like I'll make 2 videos on Monday to try and get it up for Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
yeah,
Then I come on the Wednesday, and it's that same scenario near enough. I don't settle down till like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm knackered. I
yeah.
need to go to bed. And then I don't get up then till like 1 in the morning. Even when I go to bed at 9, I'm lazy shit when I go to sleep. Alright. And then I get up and I'm like, oh, the video normally upload for 4. I got 3 hours. I need to record as well. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, bugger, I won't do it. I'll do one for tomorrow now.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't like rushing either. I hate rushing.
We shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
I'd rather miss a day and make sure the video is right, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, if just put quality over quantity is my thought. Like, many people can keep going, I'll do double uploads, I'll do double uploads. But if the videos are shit,
Atani said that to me a long time ago when I was on like 2k subs, 1k subs, and Liquid Snake Atani, or Pokemon Atani, as a lot of you'll know. And he basically just said, you've got to get the quality right. You're better uploading 3 videos a week of top quality than uploading 12 videos a week that are all shit.
plus enjoy it as well.
Yeah,
It's like, if you're putting yourself out, it's no longer a hobby. It will feel like a chore. The
yeah,
moment you start feeling that, be like, right, I need to cut this down. I need to do something else. Because like
mix it up.
but yeah, it's definitely because in FIFA 12, like I thought I went myself, I do day in day out of manager mode, and I kept doing that. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting bored.
Yeah,
People wasn't getting bored, mind. People are loving the content because
yeah.
they just love. That's what they do. They loving it. And I was like, oh my God, I just can't do it.
It
It's
wears
getting
away,
bored.
doesn't it?
Yeah, and then it's like I'm coming in, editing, going to sleep. It's literally no time for anything else. And it's like, all right, then cut this out. I did 3 videos. No, I did 3 videos a week on the podcast, and that was it. And then I just chill. Then and it's like it was a relief off your shoulders until you get the time, and it doesn't feel like a chore.
Yeah.
You'll be like, I can fly through this because like I've learned.
Becomes fun, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll end up being fun because most of the time you spend recording. Like in my experience, I do because I'm a quick editor from experience,
Yeah,
and I do these things called power edits, which is quite a nice term, I think.
I like that.
Yeah, what it is, if I know I gotta go somewhere or I'm tired, I'll edit a manager mode show video in 20 minutes or less.
Yeah,
That's how quick I do it. But that's if my footage recorded. Like I spend like an hour recording, doing the graphics within an hour, and then I
yeah.
spend 20 minutes just powering through the edit.
Because you know roughly, you're like me, you have structure to all your videos, so
Yeah,
within reason you know that this goes here, this goes there, that goes there, position that like that, do that like that, transition that into that, etc., and job done.
yeah, like yeah, it's that same thing. It's like when I first started doing my management graphics to make it a bit like Sky Sports.
Yeah,
When I first started, it was like, holy Jesus, I don't know what transition to put there, I don't know what to put there, I don't know what to put there, I don't know what I don't you know when you overlap a clip,
yeah,
like I had to put it at certain frames and now OCD, and then I learned how many clicks there is.
yeah.
So when I'm editing, because I got a slow computer, right? So like say if I'm editing, I'll click it like 4 times, slide it across, it's done. Move on to the next clip, slide, done, and I get pretty quick. You learn over time, but
Oh, it took me 3.5 hours to edit my first video. It takes me like, to actually edit it, it probably takes me about 45 minutes to an hour per
mm,
video. If reviews and stuff play, obviously Inform Hunting's a lot quicker because it's just one big clip with
yeah,
audio and a bit buttered at the end. But no, I enjoy the editing, to be honest. I stick some music on
yeah,
in the background, and I find it quite a nice chill time.
it's quite enjoyable. Plus, it depends what mood I'm in. If I'm honest,
Yeah,
like if I'm not in the mood, it could take me up to 4 hours or something stupid.
You
Like
keep
I
finding
come,
excuses.
yeah, I could just be on Twitter looking at someone's status, or it's good when it's a bit of beef on Twitter. Then you can follow that for an hour or two.
Yeah.
But it does depend what mood you're in. If
Oh,
you're not in the
definitely.
mood, it can take forever. But if you're in the mood, you can fly for it. Like those power 20 minutes things I do, power edits. Like that's usually when I'm going out and going to cinema. I'm like, I gotta do this. Go, 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 go. I'm in the
Yeah. If
mood.
I don't do it, you have to do it. So
Yeah,
you kind of drive yourself to do it, don't you?
yeah. It's like a commitment with your YouTube channel. Like, as I said, like we was talking like people quit. Like we say people quit too much. We
Yeah.
was on about beforehand, and like I think people they start and they're like, I can't do this. Well, for some people it isn't for them, but you gotta realize stuff doesn't happen overnight. So you stick at it and just don't give up.
It's a hard slog. It's not easy, and you have some nights where you look at it and think, can I be bothered? And if you can't, then you're probably better taking a step back. But
Mm,
as you say, it isn't for everyone. But
definitely.
if you put the hard work, it's true. You get out what you put in,
Yeah.
and if you work
Time
your
will
ass
tell.
off and that and put the effort in and keep the quality up, then you will grow. You will gain subs. It's just a fact of life. Moving on. NUFC Boy 123 asks, who is your local team and can you name a player who plays for them? Do you have a local team?
Uh, no, I wouldn't say we have a local team unless you say Cardiff.
Yeah, that's not exactly local.
Uh, it's
I'm assuming he
Newport
means like a
County,
little Sunday league team or something, but
but
well,
no one knows who they were. But Newport County is the local football team, I would say. They're in the conference,
yeah.
and I can't name a player for them.
KGT Legit HD asks, what is your favorite video game or what are your favorite video games? I think we've been over that. You like COD and obviously FIFA.
Yeah.
Um, FIFA Tank asks, do you like eating pancakes in the moonlight? Oh, it's quite a
Yes,
romantic notion.
pancakes are awesome,
Pancakes at any time.
but I can only eat. I'll eat two and I'm done. I'll feel sick for some
Go
reason.
on, what's your pancake poison? What do you like on them?
Nutella,
I'm a lemon and sugar kind of guy.
Nutella and sugar.
Fucking
Simple as
kill that shit, man.
diabetes in a pancake. Literally, it like that's all I'll have. It's the
Nutella and
nicest thing
sugar,
ever.
Jesus.
Lemon, it's just like, oh, who has why lemon help?
I
Why
like the
lemon?
lemon and the sugar, and it all kind of makes this kind of yeah. I like
I need to try that. I kind of get profit
get
because
your like squeezy jiff lemon
yeah,
and just
in a
like
proper lemon, but it got juice in.
spray the fucker with lemon so that it's all wet, and then sprinkle all the sugar and it sticks to it, and then roll it up.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's nice. I wish it was Pancake Tuesday now.
Like I don't eat. I only eat pancakes like once a year.
Yeah, so
Literally,
do I.
unless you count the little mini pancakes you get six in a packet from like Tesco's.
Yeah, but you don't have
Those
to
little ones, but they
toss
thick.
them and cook.
No, they're not proper
I'm
ones,
that
but
jobby.
they're nice.
What have we got? Anton Ravali asks, "What team do you support the most?" I think we've been over that, haven't we?
Blackburn, yeah, to follow. If you want to say LA Galaxy, I followed them for about a year now. I've been a fan of them since they won the championship last year, so I'm a bit of a glory under. Um,
I'm proud of it.
I'm
Fuck
proud of it. But, I've actually bought their football top. I got one coming soon.
you
That's
have a
it.
thing for football tops, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know why. I really don't know why it is. But if I like the top, I'll buy it. It's just a thing.
It's kind of
But
like wearing just a jumper or t-shirt rather than you
yeah,
don't go, oh, I must support them now. I've got that top. It's just like that.
yeah,
Pretty cool
yeah.
t-shirt. I'll go with
It's
that.
just like another shit. I think it's because I've played football. Like I've been with a football team, and it's now as well. I've just started football as well. It's always like, oh, I'll get a shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, like the reason I bought a Man City top, it's this year's City top as well. Um, it's just because I liked watching a video. I was like, oh, and it was a nice top, and it was a nice top. I wear it all the time. But yeah, I got some very a
You can
lot,
get
some
away
lot.
with it in Wales, though, can't you?
Yeah, you can
Wearing like
until
English
yeah, you can until
BPL
Man United
tops.
fans turn up to your training session.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Yep.
But yeah, I usually get international tops
Yeah,
mostly.
Spain's top's gorgeous.
My favorite one is Brazil away. The last kit, not the recent one, is the one with the dots,
Yeah, another one.
little yellow, blue, and yellow dots. Friggin' amazing top. I love wearing it. Plus, I got yellow Under Armour, which people don't know. It's like a really skin tight, long
Yeah.
sleeve shirt, and it's yellow, so it's like a perfect thing. And I look so pro when I wear it though. So yeah,
Super Pro Dan.
super pro. Yeah.
Ben Brosnan asks, and this is the last Twitter question, but I've got one more question after this. Best player in the world outside of Messi and Ronaldo?
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. He's a genius, that man.
Oh, he's
I've been
amazing.
following him since back in the day when most of the fucking listeners were still sperm in their daddy's testicles. I
Oh,
fucking love Ronaldinho, man.
yeah, I've always thought I followed him like since like he was playing for Barca and stuff. Like
Yeah,
every time I check him out, like oh my god, like it's this image, right? I think it's a brilliant image, and it's a picture of Ronaldinho, Pirlo, and Beckham all
yeah.
lined up together. I think that's an amazing image. It's like oh my god, the most deadliest free kick takers ever.
Just the world's elite, isn't it?
The world is elite of taking free kicks.
The final question is one I wanted to ask you. What inspired you guys to start Back of the Net, and was it good? How do you? You've got some very big guests on there, the likes of Nepenthes, KSI, people like that. It's testament surely to how good Back of the Net is that you can get guys like that to come on and
Yeah, no one have actually declined us, which is quite surprising. No one have gone, no, I'm not coming on. But starting it off back of March 2011,
yeah,
which Jesus, that's a long time ago. Um, the first ever episode, no one will ever hear. You will only ever hear the re-recorded version of our mentioner.
the famous first episode,
Yes, it's like Pandora's box. It's not meant to be found.
the Lost Archive.
But yeah, I was like years ago, like 2 years ago, sorry, I was listening to PKA when
Yeah,
they were on like week 20. And they had like extras on. Remember I comment, I don't know if he was on YouTube, like browsing around YouTube, and there was like this saga of giveaway, like people helping each other out, and then like you upload at this time, so we get most views and stuff like that.
yeah,
And it was on there, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to start a podcast? And I mentioned it in a manager mode video.
yeah.
You know, it's FIFA 11. I for some reason stupid. I remember we was playing Galatasaray, Blackburn v Galatasaray, and I mentioned I was like, I want to start. I want to start a podcast. Like I'll get another two people or so,
Yeah,
and I think we ought to do it. And I did. I was in a call in a Xbox party with Sammy. I met Sammy through clubs. That's how I met him.
yeah.
Um, he didn't even start YouTube then either. And I went to him, and there was this other guy. He pops on every so often. His name's Nathan. You may know who he is. He pops on every so often. And he was in there, and he was like, "Oh my god, yeah, we should do this. Let's do this." And then Adam came along for some reason. I don't know why. I'm joking, but we always have digs at him, but we love him really. But he was like, "Yeah, let's do this," and we started it. And week one in, Peeler come to us and said, "Right, we want to get you in talks with Sweet Patch." We got in touch with Sweet Patch. We got when we
Epic,
say
innit?
part, yeah, which was awesome. Like Sweet Patch, I followed them because like Wheat Beetle and stuff. That's how much of a big fanboy I was.
Yeah.
And we like and Wheat Beetle was like, I want to come on, and we was like, really? Oh my
Really?
god,
You'll come on our show?
you come on? And then like it developed from there. Then it was constant. Then we got David Rutter to do an intro for the Back the Net podcast, which was like a new high. We had like Herp Seth on. We've had name all the big guys, and we've had them. The only guys we really haven't had is MGH. It's with him. It's an organisation time. We've agreed that he could
Yeah,
come on.
Matt's a busy man, isn't he?
Yeah, so it's just getting times like Nepenthes. We couldn't get him on until recently because of his work schedule. Because he's working in a pub and stuff. We couldn't get him on until recent.
I think
So it's
his
like we
Nepa
go.
puts the time in, doesn't he? From
Yeah,
just the number of videos he puts out, the fact he's working in the pub, he's all over the place as well. Like, so he's just come back from Ireland, hasn't he? So
yeah,
it's it is difficult to try and schedule these things. I know what it's like. It's like I can do next week, but not this week. But I can do a Tuesday. What are you guys doing on a
yeah.
Thursday? Well, I can't make a Thursday. It's just like it's planning
Mm.
in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely. And it's funny that people want to come on again. It's like, it
I'll
was
come on
just,
every week, mate. I had a ball. I
it
genuinely enjoyed myself.
Oh, we think it's brilliant. It's literally like we pop in, we have a conversation. That's how we look at it as. It's like we have a talk
That's
for an
it.
hour.
It's like eavesdropping on a Skype call.
Yeah. But
It's
with some stuff maybe cut out because we don't want to cause controversy.
yeah.
Which is some
Blue
yeah,
Jimmy
like
Savile, anyone?
well, we keep that in every so often. Some of it we had to cut out when I was listening it back. I was like, oh my god, I gotta cut that out. I will get so much ripping.
Street Patch might be like,
Sweet bash, no, 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 no. But like when we started it off, it was like it had a strict schedule. Like it was like intro, topics, play of the week, sub of the week, real life football. We would stick to that. Now is this is what people like about it. It's like
it
we
just
talk about something whenever it pops up.
it just goes off topic. It's brilliant. You
Yeah,
start
like
talking about like a question, suddenly you'll find yourself so far away it's untrue, but in a really funny way.
yeah, how we talk about Jimmy Savile near enough every single week, I don't know. The only week we haven't talked about him was last week. That's because Adam wasn't on. Like he had like
Adam's
a
got an
party.
obsession.
Yeah, he had a party or something to go to,
Must have been
and
from his childhood.
yeah, and yeah, it's still stuck from now, and it's just something that's gone into our lives. 85 weeks, and we usually have Christmas off, so it would be like week 90 odd or something right now. But
Superb.
yeah, it's stuck out.
How
Thanks
did you
for
get how did you get JJ on it then? Did you just contact him and say, do you fancy being on?
we had him on when he was on 30k subs, right? This was like week 20. So he wasn't that big, I quote. He was like maybe third biggest guy.
Growing
So
nicely, but
we literally just messaged him. He was like, JJ, do you fancy coming on this podcast? We do this, we do this.
we've
I
had X,
think
Y, and Z on, etc.
we've had X, Y, and Z on. I can't remember who we had on before that. I wasn't 100%. It might have been Herb Seth, someone like that. And Wee Peeler, Rossi, Cal Freezy. We've had him on as well. Like half the people we've had on were
Yeah.
very, very small
Yeah.
in subscriber count wise. And like we had him on, and then just before recently we had him on again. I messaged him. I said, JJ, do you fancy coming on BATNet podcast again? We getting some guests back on, see how they've been doing. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure, I'm down for it. It's like we just approached them. We like want to come on the BATNet podcast. They're like, yeah, sure, why not?
That's it though. If people have a good time the first time or whatever, then you want to come back on. I was
Yeah.
actually sat. I think Tom Propane Games came on the week after me, and I was sat there. Tom was like, "We're just about to start on the back of the net," and I was sat there, going, "You fucker! I really enjoyed that last week. I want to be doing it again."
Yeah, as well as when it's like when someone can't turn up or it's last minute and we like, oh my god, we need another host, we need another host. Oh my god, we can't do it with two people, and it's like, I'll do it. We're like, oh my god, people approach us now, and it's like, yeah, and plus we adjust ourselves on it. It's just as we're having a conversation to you guys, and like we try to get everyone involved as much as such as subscribers and stuff. We always chuck questions out there, and like when I read the comments, sometimes I always wonder why is Jimmy trending in the comments, because we usually put a word. Like you've obviously been on there, haven't you? So we put
Oh,
like
it's
a
like
word.
if you get to the end,
If you get to
quote
the
this
end, we
word
put
in the comments.
yeah, and obviously the words are getting more popular now, week after week, and like every so often you wonder, like, what I do, I'll upload as I go to football. So I'm uploading, and you just see, why is Jimmy popping up all the time in the comments? Because I'll forget.
Yeah, and then you get to the
Um,
end and go, they
yes,
do listen to the end.
yeah. So yeah, getting guests on, it's like I'm surprised how easy it was. Like you literally just message them, you chuck a bit in there, say we've had so and so on, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll come on then. And it's never awkward either. Like Netball, we've never really spoke to Netball. We've only ever typed chat,
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, it's just like we've known them ever since.
it
Which
does
is
help that you three are quite welcoming and accommodating and that. So it does help. If you
yeah.
got
We
that
usually
friendly kind of bit of banter and that, then it does put people at ease, definitely.
yeah, it's quite surprising because like at the start, none of us knew each other. Like I never spoke to Sammy. The only time I ever spoke to him was every so often in clubs.
Yeah.
Like the only reason I know Adam, not many people know this. Adam actually asked me, "Can I go in your box?" And that's how I met him. And I
Oh,
was like,
in your channel box.
in my channel box, yeah. And he was like, "Can I go in your?" This was when I was at like a K subs. He was like, "Oh, can I go in your box?" I was like,
Yeah.
I ignored the message at first
Yeah.
because I don't normally like to reply to stuff like that. I'd be like, "Oh, really? I don't want to. I don't want to add people in there. I like because I can't add everyone in then.
Yeah.
And then he messaged again. He was like, I was like, all right then. And then we started talking. I don't know how we started talking. And then he invited me to his club. I was like, all right then. And then I met Sammy. And then, yeah. And then it led on
A
for me.
beautiful friendship developed.
Yes. Somehow.
Well, that is the end of the questions, mate. We are
Whee!
done.
It's nice to be on the other end. Like, usually I'm the one giving the questions. It's nice to be on the other
Nice
end.
to be on the receiving end.
Yes.
Just to get to sit back, chill, and let someone
Yeah.
else worry about the editing.
Yeah, it's quite nervous. It's quite nerve-wracking being on the other end because you don't know what question's going to pop out, especially on that quick fire thing. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
that's only a bit of fun. You're the one that came up with the Susan Boyle versus Graham Norton question.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was Sammy.
I just love, yeah, I love this Sam Buchman Dave. He's just, I love his answer. He gets so pissed off. He's screaming at Nepo, "Fuck Nepo, it's a vagina, fuck." Proper makes me laugh, man. On that note, please, guys, check out Dan's channel. All the information is pointing once again down there. And just want to say massive thank you, Dan. Thank you very much for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it.
No problem. Oh, sorry, my voice is
It's
gone now.
time. We've killed Dan.
Oh,
And
that's it. I'm
guys,
done.
please like, sub, comment to both of us. Show some support. It is really, really appreciated. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your Saturday. Peace, love, and catch you later.
Adios.